All right, hey everybody, can you hear me loud and clear? Give me a thumbs up if you can. I've got my glasses here and we are ready to kick off Dare to Dream in 2018. I'm so excited to have you guys. I want to just start by filling you in on what we're doing here. We are Dare to Dream and we are here to celebrate the year, to celebrate the amazing success stories that come from this team of thousands of people from every walk of life. We literally have, you name it. What do you guys do? Drop it in the comments. We've got teachers, stay-at-home moms, doctors, lawyers, waitresses and waiters. We have, there we go, nurses. Yes, so many nurses, a realtor. Awesome. So glad you guys are here. Like I said, we're literally people from all walks of life that have made the decision to simply be better than we were yesterday, to get the best results we can possibly from the inside out, and to impact as many other people as possible. So over the course of the next hour, how this is going to work is we're going to be hearing from all kinds of people. We're going to be hearing from some of the amazing coaches on this team. We're going to be hearing about their weight loss success stories, their financial success stories, and even some of our super trainers, because we are Beachbody. You've probably heard of us. We are the top business as far as health and fitness. We are the top in at-home workouts, which now you can take anywhere. And we're going to even have some trainers and some people from corporate dropping by, which we're super excited about. And like I said, over the course of the hour, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have awards, and we're going to celebrate what not only has been accomplished in 2017, but what is yet to come for you in 2018. You are in the right place. I know everyone has health and fitness on their mind right now, but my dream for you guys is that this isn't a temporary fix. This isn't a week-long New Year's resolution. This is your life where you're going to be living your dreams, literally. So it's so awesome to see you guys. I see some of you have gathered in groups. I've got some coaches in the other room, but I kicked them out so I'd be able to hear. And we are recording. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to kick us off with our very first guest, who happens to be literally one of my favorite people on the planet. I love her energy. She is coming to us from corporate just to say hello to you guys. Keyshawn, are you there? Can you hear me?
I am here. Hello, Dare to Dream. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for having me. Do you want me to just jump in?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, perfect. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for bringing me here. I think it's so cool that you guys are coming together to do this search, to recognize some of the successes over the year, and to get ready for 2018. I'm going to be with you for maybe 5 minutes at most. I just want to share a few things from corporate, and then I will pass you off to enjoy your night on this Dare to Dream live search. A few things. Who am I? I'm Keyshawn Graves. I'm from Beachbody Corporate. I've been with Beachbody for 5 years, and let me tell you that Beachbody has been absolutely indispensable, not only in my life, but in my family's life. I found out through my childhood best friend, who has since lost 45 pounds with Turbo Jam and Chalene Extreme and Shakeology. I've since had the pleasure to see my mother lose 65 pounds with T25. With Shakeology. Let me tell you that me, even as a college athlete, have never been in this great of shape ever in my entire life. I love Beachbody. I love what we stand for. I love our mission of ending the trend of obesity, helping people live healthy and fulfilling lives. And let me tell you, this year has been great for us. A few things that I just want to highlight. One, we have over 1 million BOD subscribers, Beachbody On Demand. That is our platform where we have thousands of hours of fitness programs, all of our fitness programs that we've ever come out with in one area. You can stream on your computer, you can stream on your iPad, you can stream on your Fire, Apple TV, Roku, and it is a great way to bring home health into the home. It's a great way to bring something to do, knowing what to do in the gym. If you're a gym rat like me, I still go to the gym, but I bring my bod with me, so I have a routine to do. We have 1 million people pressing play. We have just launched our new website. We are improving our tracking capabilities with a tracking app from your phone so you can know what you're doing and where you're going. We are again netting $1 billion. We are on trend to net $1 billion. That means that we are the top 3 companies doing that in the United States alone. We launched overseas. We launched overseas, guys. We are now over the pond in the United Kingdom. So we are in the United States, we are in Canada, and we are now in the United Kingdom. Y'all, that means that we are building the infrastructure to continue to launch in international countries. We are just approaching our 10-year anniversary of being a network, of having Team Beachbody, and we are thriving, y'all. Our network, our Team Beachbody coaches, our Beachbody Live, our instructors, and our Beachbody On Demand, guys, those, we are putting resources there, and we are making those bigger and better than ever. And let me tell you, we are the leaders in health and fitness, and we're not just following trends, we are setting trends. We are setting the standard. We are setting the stage. That's what we do. That's what we are accomplishing in 2017. Hundreds of thousands of before and after pictures have been submitted to our Beachbody Challenge. We have literally given out millions of dollars to people like you, Brunel, like you, Susan, like you, Eileen, who are submitting those transformation pictures for 21 Day Fix. We are ending trends, guys. Trends. And this is just the beginning. Seriously, you guys, there's no better time to be a part of Team Beachbody. There's no better time to be a part of Dare to Dream. You were meant to be here. You were meant to hear these success stories. You are meant to be the person you desire. There's no better time. Like I said, we're ending trends. And I know that our motto is in the trend of obesity, but beyond all that, and I think what you're going to hear tonight is how we are ending trends, plural, starting with the trend of obesity. But we're also ending the trend of living paycheck to paycheck. We're ending the trend of limiting beliefs and self-doubt. We're ending the trend of negative talk and we are ending trends, plural, starting with the trend of obesity. Collectively, because of what you guys, what we are doing, and because of the way that the trajectory that we're going, right? We're not just staying stagnant. So again, you were meant to be here. So allow this to be your vessel. Whether you're doing this part-time or you have aspirations to do this full-time, allow this to be your vessel. Why? Because it's been proven that it can be done. And like Jessica mentioned, don't just let this be a New Year's resolution, whether it be your health and fitness or whether it be you starting a new business with Beachbody. Don't just let this be a 1 week, 1 month deal. Give 2018 all you got, y'all. Let this thing truly be the vessel that takes you to accomplishing the things you want to accomplish, to being the person you want to be, the husband, the wife, the mom, the pastor, whoever it is that you want to be. Allow this to be a vessel. Why? Because we know it can be done. You are no different than the people who have walked the path prior to you. You are no different. You are meant to be here right now. So don't let people, including yourself, your own limiting objections and beliefs, tell you that you can't, or tell you that you shouldn't, or tell you that you won't. This is yours if you choose. So also, don't let people tell you not to set goals. I've been seeing some threads going on social media talking about vision board. Guys, don't let people tell you that you shouldn't have a vision or that you shouldn't have goals. If you want to create a vision board, go for it. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If you're going to be in Jacksonville or in Orlando for Super Saturday is one of our quarterly events. I'm going to talk more about how to set goals, but I'm going to give you a really Cliff's Note version. Think about what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to be. How do you want to do it? And I'm not talking about for the entire 2018 even. You can think that far. I'm talking about in January. I'm talking about in February. And then figure out the action. I call it VACTION, vision plus action. The VACTION necessary to do that. Maybe it is 10 pounds. Maybe it is really working a business. Becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a business owner, whatever those are, figure out the VACTION. And the really cool thing is that you have an amazing group of people around you to help you figure out what that action is. But it's up to you to figure out what it is, what the vision is. Vision, and then get with someone, let's figure out the action. You were meant to be here. You were meant to be a part of Dare to Dream. They know how to get you to the attainment of that vision. So don't overcomplicate goal setting. Don't overcomplicate this idea of vision setting or what it is that you want to do or who it is that you want to be. Don't overcomplicate it. Start small. Start with January. Think big, but start small. Think big, but start small. Can it be scary? Yes. Can it be hard? Yes. At times it absolutely will be hard. But people on this call have done it, and you are no different. Why not you guys? Why not you? You can do it. So I'm going to share a really quick story, and then I'm going to pass it over. Hopefully I'm not over by 5 minutes. The story is about me literally jumping out of an airplane, y'all. And if you've heard the story, you're going to hear it again, but I got a little twist. I literally was like, okay, I'm going to jump out of an airplane. It was a last minute decision. I was skydiving. I had a parachute on. I wasn't just jumping out of an airplane. So I get on, I'm going tandem with this gentleman. He's done thousands of jumps. I'm feeling comfortable with him. We jump, and it's in Utah, and we're over the mountains, and I'm like, I want to love it so bad, but I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. I couldn't breathe until he literally released the parachute. When he released the parachute, I was able to breathe again. And so what I want to take away from that, I have two. The first is, it's sometimes scary to take the leap of faith, even if you really, really want to. And sometimes you take the leap of faith and it's still scary. And you might absolutely positively feel like you can't breathe. Or like me, you might feel like you might die. But then when he released the parachutes, which in this case, your parachutes are Dare to Dream. Your parachutes are the person who brought you on and invited you to this call. Those are your parachutes. And when you rely on those parachutes, it will take you to where you're trying to go safe and sound. And so I wanted to try it again. I went skydiving again. Y'all, I'm kind of an addict at this point. But the second time I went, I said, okay, I'm going to come better prepared. Why couldn't I breathe before? Well, they didn't tell me to scream through my mouth. I had to have like a bandana over. I brought a bandana. I actually planned, and I took the leap of faith again. And that time, that leap was much more pleasant. And so the second thing that I want you to take away from these stories is, while it might be scary to take the leap of faith, you might, after you take it, it still might be scary. You rely on your parachutes, but if you have fallen or it hurt, you do it again. You try again, and you come better prepared. That is what life is all about. Don't live life 70 years, 80 years the same way and call it life. That's not living. This is your opportunity. This is your vessel. And whether it's part-time, full-time, y'all, we are doing this. And I'm so proud to be partnered with you guys. Guys, enjoy the rest of your surge. Thanks for having me on. Let's do this 2018.
Keyshawn, you are crazy and I love you. Thank you, girl. Thank you for joining us on here. Wow, I told you guys we're going to kick this thing off right. So thank you, Keyshawn. You have an amazing 2018. We will be seeing you, and thank you for taking the time. All right, you guys. Next
My pleasure.
up.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Everybody's so excited. All right, next up, you guys, we're going to hear from Dare to Dream coach, Megan Mosikowski. Now, what I know about Megan is that when she started this journey, she was skeptical. Has anybody here been skeptical ever? Are you skeptical right now? It's a possibility. So let's see. Megan, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yay, yes.
Okay.
So you've got about just a few minutes, but I just wanted you to share at least bits and pieces of your story because you are so inspiring. And so take it away.
Awesome. Well, I want whatever she had before she talks. But yeah, so I was definitely skeptical. My journey began pretty much 3 years ago. I'm an ICU nurse for anybody here who is a nurse, but I'm sure if anybody is or knows one, you know that we can be kind of negative and skeptical at times. But you know, I was a negative person working a lot of overtime, just trying to meet ends meet, plugging along day after day. I had weight to lose with a wedding coming up. And, you know, in my quest of trying to lose weight at the gym, I ended up meeting my coach who was teaching insanity classes there. So after, you know, some time, that's when that program was actually coming out. So we accidentally got it on Amazon, which you should not do. But, you know, again, I was skeptical. Like I didn't want to like join anything or be a part of anything. I really wasn't familiar with how things like this even worked. And I had great results with the program. So I was like, all right, like maybe I'll, you know, check it out, see what, this is all about. And I ended up signing up to be a coach, but it was just selfishly so that I could get the discount. I still had like no intention on talking to anyone, being friends with anyone, being a part of anything whatsoever. But what my coach did was he just added me to this incredible team, didn't even ask, but just did it. And, over the course of, it was 10 months that I was just simply working on myself, again, with my ego completely blocking all of this out. I was still plugging along day after day, going about my business. And it really took seeing everybody being so positive. I was like, what is wrong with these people? Like, they're always so goddamn happy. But it took me seeing other people that, I thought that like they were real, like I could talk to them, but it was seeing those people succeed and seeing those people change and seeing those people constantly showing up every single day talking about how this opportunity had changed their life, that I was like, maybe this could be something, So I ended up just kind of testing the waters out. I started, looking at the training that this team offers, which is incredible. I started reaching out and talking to other coaches who are absolutely, completely amazing and friendly. And, with a little self-learning and all of that combined, I just started sharing just bits and pieces of my journey every single day. And I haven't missed a beat since, and it's been 2 years. So if you're sitting there thinking like, there's no way that I could do this and social media freaks me out and, I just don't know how I could, be that social or, find people or any of those things. I want to tell you, from literally being the most, I don't want to say introverted, but like antisocial to a certain extent, where like I felt like I had enough friends, but, to go from being like that, always seeing the glass as being half empty, always seeing the worst in everyone and everything, to where I am now. So I went from being a full-time nurse, working tons of overtime, being completely miserable, to leaving that job, being per diem, and literally just working when I want to. So I show up twice a week. Sometimes I do 4 hours, sometimes I do 8, depending on what I want, but it's not 12-hour shifts if I don't want to. This was the first year that I was home every single holiday. And if you're in healthcare or public service, you know how much that sucks. So being able to be home on the weekends and holidays, like I get to spend more time with my family. And this isn't to say that this isn't work, but I get to work when I want to on my own terms. And if you're sitting there saying like, I never want to give up my job and I always want to work, I still work, I still hustle. I just help people on my terms, my way, from my own home, and I still get to do a little bit of everything. But, I've been through some really, tough times with infertility, and, I'm pregnant now, but the beginning of my pregnancy was not fun. We had a lot of issues, but this team and being a part of something like this and constantly working on myself over the past 2 years literally helped me get through all of those tough times that I didn't even know that I was going to go through. So having this community, having this support, being able to meet friends and like literally, and it's not just like, oh, we just show up here and like, we're on these calls together. Like I'm like literally friends with people from different states that I never would have met or known had it not been for this incredible opportunity. There's events, there's, vacations, there's just so much to be had. And I will say that I think my favorite part of all of this, as somebody who was skeptical, is that this couldn't be more legit, and the opportunities for growth and just whatever I want to do in life are literally at my fingertips. And if it wasn't for this and being able to do this the way that I do it, I would be looking at daycares right now, and I don't have to, because this coaching opportunity has literally given me everything that I wanted, and I literally wanted nothing to do with it. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and I'll hand it over to Jessica.
Yay! That is so awesome, Megan. And you guys, we got to do the wave because she is pregnant. Woo! I'm so excited for you, and I just love your story because I know I started as a skeptic too, so I totally relate to it, and I get it. And I know someone out there watching is thinking, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. That was exactly how I was. But I'm glad I was wrong. So thank you, Megan. And you guys, we have a surprise guest. Is that Carl Zeichler in the house?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Hi. All right, yeah, that's me. What's up?
Wow, what a surprise, you guys. Carl, CEO, creator, founder, the man, even though he hates it when we describe him like that.
You're crazy. Well, look, one of your minions, it was Morgan, was just getting me, was just, telling me that the call was going on in this big year-end push. And I'm like, year-end push? I'm the ultimate pusher. You got to get me on this call. No, she was nice, and I don't have a lot of time, but I have a little bit of time, and I wanted to just first off thank everybody. Here it is, the middle of a weird holiday week. You don't know what you're supposed to do. Sort of walk around like a zombie, like I think I should be eating or drinking or opening something or celebrating or wearing funny glasses. What am I supposed to do? And what I'll say is exactly right. So hey. I got my weird glasses on too. So what I'll say is right now is like the most incredibly energetic time of the year. Like this is when you just like, if you want something out of this, Megan had a great story there. I mean, so inspiring what this can do for people. This is when I wish I could be a coach, because I would be 24/7. My family would be like, please come to dinner. I'd be like, no, I am just going hard until January 15th. You would not be able to stop me. I would just be constantly on social media, on the phone, closing people. And when I mean closing people, I'm talking about getting commitments from people to be coaches, to be in my group. There is no way, even if I was starting right now, there is no way I would get to January 15th without 30 people in a group. There's just no way. With anybody who is within reaching distance of me, I would grab them and I'd be like, you're not going to join a gym. You're not going to waste your money on equipment this year. You're going to have the healthiest year of your life. Commit with me. We're going to get you on this fantastic shake. It's going to keep you regular, help you with energy, make you feel more vital, feed your body superfood so you just feel great, and you're going to do 80 days of an incredible, miraculous program that's going to blow your mind. And here's the thing, if you don't have a good experience with it, you can always buy the equipment. You can always get the gym. After 30 days, you can get your money back, but I'm going to be there to help you. Like, I would be so nonstop about this. It just like the next 4 days, people are like, well, how's your vacation going? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? This is the Super Bowl right now. This is not when I'm like, oh, I didn't make elite, so I don't know, I'm going to coast now. No, this is business. And if you're going to be in this business, like if you want this to be at all a productive business, pay off credit cards, pay for your own product, pay for your kids' education, get somebody to work from home, or just have a little extra spending money, you pick the fruit off the tree when it's ripe. And man, it is ripe right now. You cannot let this pass you by. I know we got a bunch of people on the phone from the UK. It's a massive opportunity with the price reduction because we took VAT taxes out of the price of Shakeology. You've got to just blow this thing up. Anybody who you approached who turned you down already a couple weeks ago because they might have looked at the price and had sticker shock, you got to say, no more sticker shock, no more VAT tax. Let's get you in on this. And if it doesn't work for you, you get your money back. And everybody look, you still got time. You still got time to get yourself a squishy mat. It's comfy and cozy. And I know I'm taking too much time in your call, but I'll just say that everybody who gets Success Club, which I think means you just got to get like 3 people. If you know 6 people, if you just know 6 people, you can get 3 people. Half of them might be like, you know what, I'm not interested in committing to a New Year's resolution about weight loss. And the other 3 are like, when do we start? And so you get the 3, and you're going to get yourself the 80-day obsession comfy mat, because that goes till the end of the year. You got to make Success Club to get it. Or if you post that you signed up a new coach on Instagram, show me a picture of that new coach. Any day between today through Sunday, I'm going to be picking, and you have to use the hashtag, it's totally possible, and hashtag contest. I'm going to be picking 2 new coaches and their sponsors every day and giving them the cozy mat. It's fantastic. Oh, I want to eat it. It's like a steak. But that's how thick it is, actually. Well done. So I'm going to be giving away mats all week. I gave away 2 today for people who signed up yesterday. There's still plenty of room for if you're going to sign somebody up. And here's what I want you to do, and I'm going to get off your call. But if we're going to finish the year strong, and you might be thinking, yeah, you know what, I work kind of hard, and this is kind of neat, and I got my funny glasses on. Stop for a second. And I want you to visualize something. And here's what I want you to think of. I want you to think of a person who wants to lose weight. Just think of maybe 5, 10 people that you know come to mind. They can't be a coach already, can't be a customer already. But think of somebody who's not in there, and you know they'd like to be a little healthier and fit. Maybe they want to gain weight. Maybe they have an eating disorder. Maybe there's something in their life that just taking them sideways, and they'd like something new. Think of that person. Second, would they like to earn some extra money? And maybe that narrows it down. Some people may be so rich they don't want to make any extra money. So then maybe now you started with 5 people in mind. Now you're down to 3. Now, of those 3, which one would like to be a great role model for their kids? Working out, eating right at home so their kids see the kind of behavior that it takes to be a healthy, vital person in life. So what are the 3 things so far? They want to lose weight and get in shape. They want to earn some extra money. They want to be a good role model for their kids. And maybe the 4th thing is they just want one thing that they can control in their life that can be positive. All the Twitter hate and all the bad weather going on around this, you can't control the world. You can control this. So find that one person of that list that you started with, narrow down. And then after this call, I hope what you think about is pick up the phone and call that person, or text them, or email them and say, I was on a call with crazy people with glasses on. It was the end of the year surge call, and the CEO got on and he talked to me directly, and he said, think of somebody who wants to lose weight, earn some extra money, be a great role model for their kids, and be in control of something in their life that they can feel good about. And I thought of you. And that person is either going to say, well, that's really neat, but I'm not interested. Or they're going to say, well, that's cool that you thought of me, because that exactly describes me. And I think you can sign up a coach today if you don't just delay, if you don't just wait, if you take action on that impulse. Because some sort of Mars thinks is radiation of the person's psychic energies coming at you with that person's name. And it's time for you to talk to them, not just message them, not just post on Instagram that I'm inviting people. You got to talk to people, and you can change some lives. So, Jessica, thanks for letting me barge in here. So proud of you guys. I hope you get your mat. It's comfy and awesome, and you deserve it. It's got a sticky note on it. So I got sticky notes all over the place. So I want you guys to finish the year strong. I'm so proud of you. So happy to work with this team. And then we go into the start of 80-Day Obsession. We go into Super Saturday with some momentum. And I hope I get to see some of you there. But everybody between Canada, U.S., and the U.K., thank you all for doing everything you're doing. And now let's work hard and take advantage of this, because I want this to be a great outcome for you. But it's going to take energy and innovation. It's got to be the ability for you to hear no and not care and just say, well, all right, I'm going to go talk to somebody who's ready to change their lives. That's the kind of person you got to be. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all you do. Love you so much.
Thank you, Carl. That was awesome. Have a good night. Bye. All right, you guys. What an amazing time, right? And so great. So many of you are even joining live from the UK. In case you guys didn't know, it's 2 a.m. there or something like that. Talk about commitments. But next up, we have another surprise trainer in the house. Is that Joel Freeman that I see? Joel?
What's up?
Hey! Yay! How are you? How was your Christmas?
I'm good, but like I said, you didn't tell me I was gonna have to follow like Big Daddy Deichler, man. Come on, that's tough to follow. How do you get people more amped up than they already are? I don't even know how it's possible. Look, you listen to Carl and you get amped up. It doesn't matter what it is. So that's awesome. Awesome stuff coming from Carl. That was great. And Jessica, you reached out to me on this, and I was thinking about it, just kind of listening to what Carl was talking about. And look, he can say it better than anyone else can about what it means to really get out there and talk to people and talk to them about becoming a coach, and really just keep the momentum going into the new year. So we've got just a few days left in 2017. We're rolling into 2018. pretty quick. And, you know, look, this year, and think about this, like really think about, like, this year flew by. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I'm like, holy 2017, where'd you go? And every single year it's going to be like that. So, you know, it's great to have a plan to go into this. And look, you're also coming into the part of the year in the first quarter of every single new year where you get the New Year's resolutioners. And being in the fitness industry, and especially in the gym world, since I was 19 years old, I see that. And it's so predictable. You know this is coming. You know that's what you've been doing and leading up to this. And this is a great way to really think about it, is keeping the momentum going by not letting off the gas in the holidays, because then when 2018 hits, when the New Year's resolutioners come knocking at the door, they're going to start thinking about who did they see, or who, you know, they're going to think about the people who they see all the time on their social media, their Facebook, their Instagram, who put this information out there. And that's why I say all the time, and Jessica, you've heard me say this before, is really continuing to put information out there year round, regardless of if you get the response back. As long as you keep the communication, as long as you keep the information, just becoming conduits of information. You guys, we have the best stuff on the planet. Promise you, between Shakeology and Beachbody Performance and the products that we film, those are the best stuff that's out there. And we know that is. And so you just have to simply continuously put that information out into the world, especially on social media. It's so easy for things to get lost. Like, I'll be on my social media, I'll be on my Instagram, and then I'll see a post. I'm like, oh, cool, that's a cool post. And it was from like 3 days ago. Like, the algorithms, the way that social media works is weird, and like it can't even predict it anymore. So you never know when something's going to pop up on somebody's feed, especially if they're following you. And that can be family, friends, whatever it is. So keeping this momentum rolling, you're going in with the 80-day obsession starting pretty soon. That's a great way to get somebody new into something new at the same time. That creates some awesome excitement when it comes to that. And then think about not just the workout programs, but think about Shakeology, and then think about the performance line. And, you know, the performance line is very near and dear to my heart because I take it every single day. And most of you, if you see me on social media, like, you see how I take my Energize, like, I'm all about it. Water, who's got time for that? Like, let's just kick it back powder style and chew it. Don't breathe it. For all of you guys who have messaged me and saying, how do you take the Energize without choking? Hold your breath. Or don't breathe in like while you inhale. Just don't inhale the powder, okay? I don't think it hurts you, but probably not a good idea. So just chew it. You'll be okay. But the performance line is amazing, and we already know that. But what I will say is, when it comes to the health and fitness industry, the amount of money that is being spent into supplements is absolutely ridiculous. And I saw this, especially when I was working for Golds and all these other places you go into. We went to conferences and all these different conventions, and, you know, you see the whatever company it is with the huge billboard up, and they have all the biggest spaces. And look, and usually the models is a bunch of models in thongs. And so you know, I've talked to Beachbody Performance about me being in a thong. I don't know if that would do it, but, you know, it's the world of way that things are being advertised is based on the looks of it. It's not actually based on what's in it. It's not actually based on what it can do for you and how it can help you. And Beachbody Performance products actually do those things. And I've been to the lab. I've seen the behind the scenes is absolutely phenomenal. The science that goes into this. And, you know, people spend so much money on the best things around them when they see the value in it. And it's up to you guys to help them understand the value of Beachbody Performance. We all have iPhones, and like the new iPhone X came out, and it's $1,000, and people stand in line for this stuff, but they won't spend a few more dollars on something that's a little bit more expensive because they're like, oh, I can get it cheaper at Costco. I can get my protein powder at Costco. It's like, are you really comparing these things to each other? So there's so much information out there. This is your guys' job to help push this information out to the people who don't know. And you don't have to be an expert in it. You just have to know where to find the information so you can disseminate it back and really try to funnel it down to the rest of your audience. So what you know, my little talking point to this is to make sure you have all of your information handy, you know, in your FAQs, in your back office. Make sure you have all these ready to go. So when someone asks you a question, why is Energize better than pre-workout? Why is Recover better than a protein, a post-workout protein powder? Then you have that to go right to them and say why it is. And these are all the different reasons. So I promise you that this stuff is really that great. And look, I guarantee you that everyone's going to go out in the first of the year. They're going to buy gym memberships. They're going to go to GNC and Vitamin Shop and all these different places. And they're going to ask those people like, hey, I want to get in shape. What do I do? So they're going to buy a thermogenic. They're going to buy a pre-workout. They're going to buy a post-workout. I promise you, those are the things that's going to happen because I've seen it happen for over 20 years. It's going to happen. I promise you. So if you have that information that you're putting out there, then when they see this and they start thinking about, okay, these are the things that I'm thinking about getting, then they're like, oh, wow, you know what? I remember Jessica, she posts about this pre-workout like all the time. I should ask her about it. I should get more information at it. And now they're coming to you. You don't even have to go to them anymore. And it really comes down to what I've talked about in past, and I think, Jessica, we talked about this with the fitness funnel, where it just really comes down to you're funneling the information down to a point where eventually, when the time is right, because the same thing for all of you guys, every single one of you, I'm sure if we said, hey, when the first time someone asked you to be a coach, how many times did you say no? Did you say no one time? People are going to raise your hand. Did you say no 2 times? You're going to raise your hand. For every single one of you, there was a perfect time that worked for you in your life to say, yes, this works for me. I want to become a coach. But it probably, for the most of you, it wasn't the very first time that you heard someone talk about Beachbody or being a coach or any of the products. It probably took a little while, right? So it's the same thing. That's okay. It's not, don't think of it as rejection. Just think of it as the time of like, okay, maybe this isn't the right time. But the good news is you're coming into the right time. And Carl was amped about that because of 80 Day Obsession, everything else that's happening in January. And it's the exact same thing with you guys. This is the perfect time to strike, not by just simply saying, hey, I know I already asked you before, but do you want to be a coach now? Not in that terminology, simply saying, hey, how are you feeling going into the new year? You want to lose some weight? Do you want to get in better shape? What are you thinking? Which, by the way, you should probably already know what their answer is because you've already started to learn about these people. Once you know what that is, you come to them with the answer. Say, okay, you want to lose some weight? I tell you what we're going to do is here's a new product, 80 Day Obsession. That's awesome. That's coming. There you go. Shakeology, have you tried it yet? No, let me send you a sample. Beachbody Performance, you're looking for a pre-workout. You got to get up at 5 a.m. You need a push before coffee. Ta-da! All you have to do is chew the powder like Joel, and you will be amped out of your mind. Like your face starts to tingle, guys. It's awesome. Okay? So it is amazing. It really just comes down to having the information, being ready to throw the information out there at the right time, because I tell you what, guys, this is the perfect time to do it. And everything I've seen this past year has been awesome. We came out swinging last year with Core de Force about almost this time last year, last December, last November, we came out swinging with Core de Force. It's been a great year. We're always working on new and secret projects that we're not going to tell you about, but we're always working hard on stuff. And we're not stopping to make sure that we can bring a bunch of stuff to you as fast as we physically can. So keep up the awesome work. You guys are absolutely killing it right now. It's so much. I mean, come on. I pinch myself every day. This is my job. I get to do this. It's amazing. I love it.
Well, we love what you do too. And I agree with John. He said, tell us you're amongst friends, Joel.
Yeah. No. I got nothing to tell you. I don't know what you want.
Well, I'm excited.
So, come on. Look, it's no secret that everyone's always working on new. There's always something in the can. We're always looking at stuff, and we're always playing with new ideas and things like that. That's what's awesome about it. And I think, especially being in the industry as long as I have, and looking at every company that's out there in terms of looking at cutting edge and new and science, the science behind it. There's no comparison. The amount of money and time and effort and the smarty pants that we have at Beachbody. Oh my God. When I went to the Beachbody Performance Lab, I was walking, I was the least educated person in that building. It was amazing. Every single person has a PhD in some form or fashion. It was really amazing. So it's all good stuff right now.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Joel. Thank you for taking the time. Seriously, everybody is so pumped you came. They love Core de Force. They love you. And Happy New Year, too.
Thank you very much, everybody. See you later.
All right. See you, Joel. All right, you guys. We are not done yet. We we still have more people to hear from. We've still got prizes and awards coming. I hope you're hanging in with me. We're even going to be giving a prize to the person with the most awesome party favors showing up on this live video. But next up, I want you guys to hear from one of our coaches. She's a Beachbody Challenge winner. She's a rock star on the team. She's literally one of my favorite people. Ashley Baker in the house. Are you there, Ashley?
Hello.
There you are.
Yes, I'm here.
Got a crowd.
Yeah, party.
Okay, Ashley, so we are, you don't have a lot of time, just a couple of minutes. I wanted you to share just a little bit about your story so people can get a feel of kind of what's happened in your life since you started on this journey.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll try and do this as fast as I can. So my name is Ashley Baker, and I am 23 years old. So I'm just going to run through this. So I joined Beachbody March 11, 2016. And it honestly is something that has completely changed and transformed my entire life. I've total lost 75 pounds on this journey, and I've won $1,500 with the Beachbody Challenge, which is just amazing in and of itself. But before Beachbody, I was so depressed that the hardest part of my day was getting out of my bed. I didn't recognize the person I was anymore. I was the heaviest I'd ever been in my entire life. I was in this really deep, depressed, dark state of my life where I literally ignored mirrors because I didn't even want to look at myself. I didn't know who I was anymore. I lost the person I was, and I would be going out drinking all the time just to numb my feelings. I would eat food to numb my emotions. I was losing control of my life and of myself. And there was this moment in my life where I weighed myself, and I weighed 200 pounds, and I had never weighed that in my entire life. And I was like, no, I weighed 198. And I was like, okay, if I get over 200 pounds, I'm going to join Beachbody, because I previously talked to my coach about joining. But I was like, it's too much money. No, it's not. It's your life, you guys. Okay. But I weighed 198 pounds. And I was like, okay, if I go over 200 pounds, I'm going to join Beachbody, because what I'm doing obviously is not working and I need something. And so not even kidding, 2 weeks later, it was like 2-3 weeks later, I weighed myself, and I weighed 210 pounds. I gained 12 pounds in 3 weeks. And that was a moment where I broke. But it was because I was so depressed that I couldn't get out of my bed, you guys. All I was doing was eating junk and drinking. And I was trying to numb the way I truly felt about myself. And I was just not happy at all. And I knew I needed help, but I didn't know what to do. And I couldn't do it myself. So I decided to take this leap of faith and join Beachbody. In that moment where it was almost the lowest point of my life with who I was, and I decided to take that moment and take that little leap of faith, that little hope. I was like, maybe this is gonna work. So I joined the team, and I joined Beachbody, and I started doing the workouts, you guys. I started showing up. I started doing these 30-minute workouts, and I could barely do a modified push-up. And if you know me, if you see me in my videos now, you see I can do way more than a modified push-up. I've lost 75 pounds, and I've completely transformed my entire life. And because of this team, you join this team and you start showing up and you start believing in yourself because you're doing these workouts. But these people believe in you before you even can believe in who you are. And honestly, if I didn't have this team, if I didn't have these people, I wouldn't be here, because that was the thing that was missing for me. I always tried to do workouts. Always tried to eat healthy before, but I could never stick to anything. I could never stick to it. But joining this team is what truly changed everything. And I became a coach, and honestly, you guys, this is like my dream job. It's not even funny. I'm like, what? I didn't even know this existed. It is, if you could have a dream job of what I wanted, this would be it. Beachbody coach would be it. And I didn't even know it existed. Just that one little yes, that little leap of faith. And you guys, I literally didn't have money. I ended up borrowing money from someone. So you can do it. Just say yes, take that leap of faith. In coaching, you can get the money back if you put in the work. You get the tools and training, and you get this community of people who support you and encourage you and uplift you when you need people around you. And honestly, it's changed my entire life, and I could not share my story or share it enough with people, because just do it.
Oh my God,
I'm done.
I love you. You are 23 years old. I am so blown away.
Yes, I am.
And like Jamie just said in the chat, who knew that Beachbody needed you? I mean, it is so true. I just love your story. and I'm not going to get emotional because we don't have time, but I am so thankful for you. I mean, did you say March of 2016?
Yes.
That is so crazy. It has not even been 2 years, and it is just, when I read your post, when I see your story, it's just like, you are why I do what I do, because of people like you. You got sick and tired enough, and you've shown up, and you've literally changed your life by putting in the work. So thank you, Ashley. Amazing story, you guys. Yay. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, someone noticed we have another super trainer in the house.
Good job.
Let's see here. Is that Mr. Chris Downing? Can you hear
What's up,
me?
y'all?
What's up? Oh my gosh, what a treat. I know Michael reached out to you and we are so thankful you jumped on. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of coaches here. We've got people that aren't even coaches that are considering becoming coaches. And for those of you that for some reason don't know, this is Mr. Chris Downing. He is pretty much our newest super trainer to the mix. But it's like, I already feel like you've been here forever. So we're super pumped to have you share for a minute, a little bit about, you know, inspire the people for the new year. And we have so many Shift Shop fans on the team. So thank you even for bringing us that program and changing a whole bunch of people's lives.
Man, that's incredible. I'm kind of speechless, man. But this is huge. This is really huge. I see a lot of colors, a lot of excitement. That's good stuff. Ashley's story, way to go, Ashley. That's what I'm talking about, man. But yeah, guys, you know, I'm just a firm believer in like just vision, man, vision and just truly believing in yourself. And that's kind of like the foundation of who I am as a person. But what's so interesting and what's so cool about the new year is I like to do like the last day of the month. I just like to just reflect, man, and look at, you know, the things I've done right, you know, the things I didn't do so well. And I own it. I own it 100%. And you know, if I can give anybody any encouragement, it would have to be what I felt was the key to me being in this position. And it was writing that letter to myself. You know, when I wrote that letter to myself, guys, and I put in that letter exactly what I wanted my life to be, that's when I formed my identity. And with me, it's like, if you don't know who you are, then you don't know where you're going. You see what I'm saying? But in life, you know, we're taught that, you know, if you don't have an identity, you don't have a purpose. You see what I'm saying? So I just encourage everybody to just, you know, don't write goals, write a letter to yourself. Who are you? What are you going to do in 2018? What are you made of? Who are you? What do you represent? And, you know, as far as building your teams and everything, you know, if I could just kind of like be bold and say something, don't approach this year like you're a coach. Don't do it, because there's soccer coaches, there's hockey coaches, there's football coaches, there's basketball coaches, there's baseball coaches. Why would you just want to be a coach? Why don't you focus on being a brand? And it's through your brand is when you express your genius. It's through your brand is when you express your passions, your love, your empower, your desire to bring out the best in other people, but you're just doing it through coaching. But focus on your brand. Look in the mirror today. What does your brand look like? What does your brand represent? And when you can identify with who you are, what your brand represents, people will gravitate to you. You see what I'm saying? You guys, you know, I said it on a call the other day, you guys aren't gravitating to Shift Shop. You know, you guys are gravitating to Chris Downing because of my desire and my passion for you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I want you guys to focus on. Like this year, who are you? What do you represent? What do you really, truly want? And the only person that can stop you is you. There's no competition. Your only competition is always going to be yourself. I believe that each and every person on this call has untapped, unlimited potential to accomplish anything they want. You just got to first identify with who you are. Someone say, well, how do I identify who I am? What do you want? Write on that paper. What's your mission statement for your life, for yourself, for your identity, for your family, for your kids? Who are you? Once you put that on the paper, every decision you make in every area of your life has to reflect that paper. If it's to be in the best shape of your life, what does that look like? All the food, all the nutrition, all the Shakeology has to complement you being in the best shape of your life. If you want to be a coach that accomplishes great things, what does that look like? Start practicing that right now. Start demonstrating that right now to your team. You want to be a top coach? What is the duties of a top coach? You got to walk that out before it physically manifests. What do you really want? I'm going to tell you right now, guys, if you think Shift Shop moved you, whew, this next one, man, ooh-wee, it's going to be really, really good. So, I just encourage you guys to dream bigger than you ever have, man. If you need me, I'm just a click away, man, a click away. Don't be afraid of your purpose. Don't be afraid of who you really are. Don't be afraid to be great, man. That's the bottom line. There's nothing wrong with any of you. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. And so.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. It's just so crazy on that short time. Like, you can say all the right things that are, kind of like how your program is about making the shift, and that's really your story and who you are. And that's exactly the message we embrace. So thank you for showing up, not just here on this call, but in life, because that's what we do too. And you continue to lead by example. So thank you, Chris. And we're excited for what's to come. We are pumped and ready for it. So go enjoy the rest of 2017, and we'll see you in 2018.
See you soon, guys.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Welcome.
All right, you guys, we've got at least one more guest. So in case you don't know, Carl mentioned it briefly, this year we branched out into the United Kingdom. We are now fully operational in the United States, in Canada, in Puerto Rico, and in now the United Kingdom. Like I said, it's 2:23 in the morning. And I am going to introduce you to one of our coaches, Carlin Foster, all the way from the UK in the middle of the night, probably in her pajamas. Carlin, are you there?
I'm here, and I am in my pajamas and a tiara.
Perfect. Okay, so I know we don't have a lot of time left, but I just wanted to share, even if it's just 1 or 2 minutes, I know you were dying to become a coach for so long. I am so pumped that you are a Dare to Dream member finally. So if you just had a line or two to share, I just wanted to make sure that we had someone representing the UK, because we were dying for you all to be a part of our team as well. And you are now part of our family. So I'm just so glad you're here.
Thank you so much. This was a total surprise. It's a complete honour to be part of Dare to Dream. Like Jessica said, I was absolutely dying to be a coach. I've been a massive Beachbody fan, so I'm absolutely fangirling over this whole entire call. Massive Beachbody nerd since 2009. And the minute I could join the team, I'd reached out to Jessica and was like, do you think it would be okay if I joined Dare to Dream? And she was like, of course it's okay for you to join Dare to Dream. So the second I could join, it was just the absolute most amazing experience. And I've only been a coach since the 19th of October, and wow, what an amazing 3 months it's been. It's just, I can't begin to tell you what the difference is about being part of this amazing community and being part of this fabulous team. Very quickly in 2016, I completely lost my way. I had no purpose in what I was doing. I was still doing my workouts, but I just didn't know what to do with myself. And as soon as I found out coaching was coming, it was just the best thing ever. And like I say, the second I joined Dare to Dream, it was like my world expanded. On the end of my phone every day, I've got some of the most amazing, inspiring, fantastic people that I can speak to on a regular basis. And one of my greatest achievements since joining Dare to Dream is actually a workout achievement, which is I've been trying to complete regular Insanity since 2009. I've literally just completed the full 63 days, which I never, ever in a million years would have done without this team. It is the best team ever. Don't delay. You have to join straight away, whether you do something with this on the side, whether you make it a full-time business, whatever you want, you will just be picking the best team that you've ever could ever exactly dare to dream to be on. So I'm so blessed to be here, and thank all of you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Carlin. We love you and all of our UK coaches. This is actually one of their sweatshirts. Thank you, Chetan. So thank you, Carlin, for jumping on. And so we only have a few minutes left, you guys, but we've got some awards to give out, and I just want to close with a few words. First, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. This has been an amazing time. I know I myself am super pumped. Let me see if I can actually share the screen. I'm hoping that you guys can see, because I wanted to give a shout out to some of you over the past year. So can you guys actually give me a thumbs up if you can see the Dare to Dream Beachbody Challenge winner screen? Okay, awesome. So you guys, not only do we transform our lives from the inside out, not only do we work on, you know, our bodies, our insides, our mental, you know, as coaches, we literally transform every aspect of our lives. We make friends, we earn an income helping other people. These specific Dare to Dream coaches also won extra money from Beachbody for their transformations. So here, I'm gonna just give a shout out to our 2017 winners. We have Ray Grosha. You guys have to do the wave for every single person that I say. What? We have Dan Palucci in the house. What? Oh my gosh, let's see who else. We have Chris Daniel, Dare to Dream. Janine Marie, look at her. Oh my goodness. Who else do we have? We have Thomas Brindle. What? I think he's now 155 pounds down. We have Ashley Baker. You guys just heard from her. Look at her go. She is a beast. Next up, we have Chris Ward. What? And we have Amber Pardo, you guys. Amber killed her transformation. I want you guys to literally just listen to this. Watch this video really quick of Amber's transformation. She is a fitness beast. She's a Dare to Dream coach. She's a mother. She's a wife. And she has transformed her life working out at home. There's Amber eating. Dare to Dream. $130 pounds as of that photo. 21 inches, you guys. I love it. You guys, she's a Dare to Dream coach, Amber Pardo. So not only, like I said, are we transforming our bodies, we're transforming our minds. And lastly, we are transforming our bank accounts. Only by helping other people do you earn in this business. So this isn't just about making money if that's, you know, all you want. This is going to be a tough business because this is about helping ourselves and helping other people in the process. But look at all of these Dare to Dream 100K club members. Each one of these coaches has earned 6 figures. Some of them doing this very part-time. Some of this doing this in their first 2 years, but I wanted to give a special shout out to Alicia Rose, Morgan Anderson Alexis, Ruth Schroner, Jody Carter, Desiree Hall, Krista, Meredith, Vanessa, Brian Bachman, Tyson Rose, Carol Hurd, Nicholas Alexis, Heather Michael Ullman, Jasaira Santiago Hines, Nicole Vaccaro, and Jenna Ludowies. Norby Ludowies. I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm not sure how she says her new last name. So way to go. Dare to Dream, 100K club coaches, definitely something to shoot for and an amazing accomplishment because it's literally symbolic of so many lives changed. So, and then next up, we have 2 million club members on the team. It is myself and my husband's business center. But like I said, you guys, it is simply a product of helping other people. I started this journey let's see. Can you guys see my face? I started this journey literally 7 years ago. I didn't know what coaching was. I didn't know why I was becoming a coach. I definitely didn't want to drink a shake. I thought shake people were weird, and I was as skeptical as they could come. But I'm telling you, all I knew was that what I was doing wasn't working. I knew that I was disappointed in where my life was, and I knew it was going nowhere fast, and I wanted something. It's not in my character to do something without fully researching it, looking into it, and I'm just so thankful that I turned my brain off that day, and I followed my gut, and I decided to dare to dream. And literally since that day, all I've done is I followed the training. I followed what my coach told me to do. I followed what other people have done before me, and it has literally transformed my entire life. So if you're on this call tonight and you don't have a plan for the new year, you might not have a plan for your life. I've been there, I get it, and I'm telling you guys, this is your chance. You aren't here by accident. And all I want to challenge you with tonight is to ask yourself, what if? What if you say yes to this? And what if you go all in just on you? Because that's all we do, is we literally just decide, you know what, I'm going to focus on becoming the best version of myself, and then I'm going to become contagious, and I'm going to infect as many other people as possible. That's what we do, and that's why you're here, is to learn how you can do it too. So literally, to get started, all you need is your pack to get started. We're going to give you all the tools you need to succeed in your life. You're going to get workouts. If you've ever heard of Beachbody On Demand, you literally get to access every single workout we've ever created. So whether you need to lose 100 pounds, you guys, we have so many 100-pound losers on the team. John Mattis, Amber Pardo, let's see, who else? I know Thomas Brindle, 100 pounds down. So many I don't even have time to go through. But whether your goal is 100 pounds, 5 pounds, whether you want to build muscle, whether you need to gain weight, get toned, whatever the case may be, we have a program for you. But you're going to get access to all of them. We have a brand new program called 80-Day Obsession coming out on January 15th. When you get your pack, you get access to every program for a year. Not to mention, you're going to get an entire nutrition plan telling you what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat to reach your goals. And you're going to get Shakeology. It's all natural. It's going to make your body feel like you didn't even know it was capable of feeling. And I know that because that's what happened to me. I was not a believer, like I said, in shakes. But I was desperate enough, and I did not have energy. I was tired, I was drained, I was dragging. And within 2 weeks of getting this fully into my system, because since it's natural, it actually has to get into your bloodstream like normal, real food is supposed to do. And once it does, you're going to feel a difference. So I have a special prize for anyone that decides to dare to dream by tomorrow at noon Eastern. I want you to send me a message or have your coach send me a message. If you join the team with a challenge pack with all the tools you need to transform your life, I'm going to send every single person that joins a free gift. If you send me a message, that's all you have to do. I'm going to send you a coach prize pack with my favorite book, because like I said, we don't just work on our bodies, we work on our brains. I'm going to send you some Dare to Dream bling and some fun stuff for every person. I normally only give this to one person. I do a drawing, but it's the end of 2017, and I am determined to help as many people as possible in 2018, so we need your help. Not to mention, I'm giving away a present to the best dressed person in attendance tonight. So if you guys scroll through all of the people attending, you're going to find Liz Duffy and her, I think Liz Nemeth, I think is how you say it. You guys are the winners of the party favors tonight. So I'm going to be sending a prize your way. And we need a drum roll, because before we go, I have 2 Dare to Dream awards to give out. Why don't I think there's people in my house. You guys can come in, because I don't want to give out these awards alone, because it's weird celebrating all by myself. Okay, good. Yay! Here's the party people! Now you see why I wouldn't let them in here earlier. Okay, so next up, we just have the last 2 awards. I don't know if I'm sharing my screen. Hopefully I am.
We're backwards.
Okay, you guys, this is where the screen is.
I know, but it's backwards.
Okay.
Reverse.
Okay. Like I said, this is why they were in the other room, and now they're snorting. So everyone on Dare to Dream voted. We're going to call this the People's Choice Awards. So first up, we have our Best Team Player of the Year for 2017 Dare to Dream. And the winner is Mandy! Mila! There she is! She totally did not know, but she happens to be here. Why don't you give her that prize right there?
Oh my God, guys, thank you so much.
Do you have an acceptance speech?
No, because I totally didn't expect it.
That's what an
Well, I guess
acceptance
that's the
speech
point,
is.
right? Thank you guys, seriously.
Best
so
team player,
much. My
voted by
heart
the
is
team.
beating so fast right now. You guys are amazing, and you make me want to show up and do those silly lives and all of the stuff that I do, like in the dollar store with my daughter today. I love this team so much. I'm so thankful for all of you. Goodness, thank you just for taking the time to think of my name.
And you were voted for many, many times.
Oh, I appreciate that. that.
Yeah, so you can open your prize
Okay, let me open
because
my
since
prize.
you are, you know, always going to bat for the team,
Is it a
when
bat?
she goes into the ring,
Oh my god! Ah!
she has to have her Dare to
You know
Dream
how much I
rope.
see people get these? Yeah!
She got her own Dare to Dream rope. All right, you guys, before we go, we have one more winner, and that is, what was the other one? The most inspirational coach of 2017, voted by the people. And the winner is, oops, not the right screen.
Jessica Mouse.
I was not allowed to be voted on, I'm saying, disclaimer. I'm just kidding. Morgan You guys, I did not plan this.
I wept! That's amazing!
Acceptance speech. Okay.
I want to thank God and my mom. I'm just kidding. My
And my
team
country.
and our whole team. And I just love you guys so much. I cannot believe that I was voted for. I was like helping with this whole thing. So like, what? And how did I not know? Oh my gosh, I love you.
Yeah,
Just
so
so
wait,
that I
don't
got
open it yet. So you guys,
Is it a
yeah,
foot
neither of
massage?
them knew this, and whenever we actually did pull the votes, Alicia and I were like, well, there's both of them and they're with us. So that was kind of funny. But I want you guys to know a little backstory on Morgan when she started this journey, how many? 6 years ago. I promise you, she never would have thought that she would be the most inspiring
No,
coach. She was very shy, which shows you what you can do in this business. She actually would not leave her house or hardly open the door except for a tiny crack. And she definitely never ordered pizza. But anyways,
So that just changed. I'm just kidding.
but I thought it was pretty cool that she now is, you know, the first wave of vote. She's voted most inspiring coach because you can open it now. Because when she joined, you know, if you would have told her she was the most inspiring coach, she would have thought that would only happen
When pigs fly.
when pigs fly. So she got a flying pig.
Did you make this?
No. Hold it up, let them see.
That is so cool.
She got her own flying pig. There's actually two. She
Oh,
got two flying
Pigs.
pigs.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is definitely going in my office.
All right, you guys, that concludes our events. I do hope that if you choose to dare to dream, that you choose to dare to dream with us, you guys. I'm so thankful for this team and for joining. And I hope you guys have an amazing night.
Thanks for
Bye. Dare to dream.